So today is my very first haul video, yay! And it's quite long, so I do apologise, please don't go to sleep. I got all this stuff off of BeautyJoint, which I talked about in a previous video, and primarily got Elf, NYX, Wet n Wild, and a couple of Jordana's stuff. So I hope you enjoy. I haven't opened any of it, so I've been very good. I've been wanting to play with it, so I'll show you what it looks like when it's boxed and then what it looks like unboxed. So here we go. Alright, I guess I'll get the tools over and done with first. The first one I got was the Elf Daily Brush Cleaner. Now I've actually just been using up to this point my BeautyJoint toner, which works really, really well, but I'm not sure it's all that good for my brushes considering it's got acid in it. So I've actually got a proper brush cleaner now, which is good. Okay, the next thing I got was the Elf Brush Shampoo. Now this is for my deep cleansing. I tend to use Johnson's baby shampoo, but if I'm wanting to give it an extra special clean, that's what this is for. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the Daily Brush Cleaner and the Elf Shampoo. You get 250 ml of the brush cleaner and 120 ml of the brush shampoo, so hopefully that will last a fairly long time, so it's good. Okie dokie. I got 4 different Elf brushes. I got a shadow brush, a small precision brush, an angled eyeliner, and a crease brush. So that's the crease brush, angled eyeliner, small precision, and eyeshadow. Now the reason why I got these is because my old dodgy quality brushes are dying a very painful death, and so I just wanted some cheap brushes that I can take with me when I'm travelling, so that'll be good. I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so these are the 4 brushes unboxed. They're not as soft as I was expecting actually, but particularly this precision brush is going to be really good for doing smudge work under my eyes. So my last one is so old that all of the hair fibres have spread out, so it'll be actually nice to have a tool that actually works for once. And I think this angled liner will be very good for that gel liner that I bought, but it's very hard, so I'm hoping that's not going to drag on my eyes too much. So that does it for the tools. So I guess the next thing I'll start with is the sort of basey stuff. So I got the Elf Complete Coverage Concealer, and I'll show you what that looks like. Now I got the light palette, so you get 4 different, oh look at that, you get a little plastic cover. You get 4 different concealers plus a brush. Now I thought it was just going to be one of those applicators, but it's actually a brush in itself, so that's cute of them. So this will do the full coverage from under eyes for lightening and around the eyes to blemishes, etc. So really pleased about this. Hopefully it actually gives good quality coverage. The next thing I got is the Jordana eye primer. Now I've heard mixed reports about this. I wanted a cheap eye primer that I can just have for everyday use. So there's no guarantees that this will work, but it was a 98 cents I think when I bought it. It was on sale, so I thought, oh heck, why not? Yes, and so the Jordana eye primer, it seems to come off fairly light, which is probably a good thing, but depending on how well it lasts, you may actually have to put more on, so we'll see. Interesting to see how that one works. Okie dokie, and the next one I got was the Elf Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. So again, for everyday use, because I'm not wanting to use sort of my expensive stuff every day, so hopefully this will do the job. So this is what the mineral eyeshadow looks like unboxed. Hopefully that's not too blurry for you guys. It's just a little applicator wand. This is in the colour Blush. It was the only colour they had, so it's sort of a very light tan brown. So be interesting to see if it actually puts a lot of colour on the lid. Okay, on to the makeup. We'll start with the lipstick since there's only 4 of them. I know most people generally start with eyes. I'm going to start with lips. So I got 4 Wet n Wild Shine lipsticks. I can't actually remember exactly what they called them. They didn't actually put the name on here, so go figure. So I got 1 brown. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is the Mink brown. It's the only one, the name I can actually remember of. The other ones, they don't actually put the name on the lipstick, so I'm just calling them my pinks. But it's a really rich brown. And, oh, it is so pigmented. It just comes right off. It's so creamy, so that is going to be beautiful. The 3 sort of pinkies I got basically a range from light to dark. So 2 of them, they look different in the pictures, but they look pretty similar here, so it'll be interesting to see how they swatch. Ooh, whoops. But they're warm pinks, if that makes sense, because I'm naturally warm shaded, so cooler colours don't look that good on me. I'll show you what they look like. Right, so these are the 3 pinks unboxed, and they're even more similar in person. This one has actually come in slightly damaged, but that's alright. I may end up putting these in a palette anyway, so I'm not too worried. But starting from the lightest, which is this one here, it's sort of just a plain pink with a little bit of purple undertones. So I've swatched all 3 colours, so let's see. This one here is the lightest, that's that pink I just showed you. The next one along is sort of a peachy pink, which is lovely, and this one, which is the darkest of the pinks, is just a very rich pink. It's almost got a bit of plum in it, so that's going to be a lot of fun to play with. So that was this one here. I will put the names of all of these products down in the description bar, so you'll be able to see exactly what I bought. I just can't remember the products off the top of my head. Okie dokie, and I got 4 NYX Jumbo Lip Pencils. I got Bronze, which I'll take the lid off so you can see it, Chestnut, Hazelnut, and Copper Pink. And they look all really pretty, so I can't wait. So, take the lids off. So these are what the 4 lip pencils look like. I'm not going to swatch all of these just because this video will take absolutely forever. But the bronze is, funny enough, a very bright bronze. So any of my sort of orangey and peachy lipsticks will go brilliantly with that one. I've got Copper Pink. So any of my dark pinky red lipsticks will look amazing with that. This one, the Hazelnut, is almost, it looks almost like a taupe brown, so any of my softer browns will look amazing with that. And then just straight Chestnut, so any of my brown lipsticks, nudes, etc. over the top of that will be fantastic. The best thing about these is you can actually use them as the main colour themselves. You don't actually have to put a lipstick over the top of these, which is brilliant. Okay, so oh, whoops, I have one more lips, my bad. The LA Girl Luscious Lip Palette. I've been looking, I used to have a palette like this from Avon years and years ago, and I loved it because I could just whack it in my bag and it would go with me everywhere. So I was really pleased when I saw this. Be interesting to see how good the colours are. So, okay, so this is what the lip palette looks like unboxed, and as you open it up, there's 6 different colours. Now I got it in Passion, so I wanted some fairly rich, bold colours. I'll just swatch a couple of them. So this will be the plum colour at the end. Comes up really rich, so expecting that's going to be a gorgeous colour to play around with. And go the lighter peachy colour. So that'll be absolutely perfect if I've got really strong eyes and I don't want to put too much on my lips. That colour is going to be gorgeous. Okie dokie, so on to the eyes, and I'll start with the liner since there's only one. I got the NYX Gel Liner and Smudger. Really excited to try this out. I have only ever dealt with liquid liners. I've never actually had a gel liner before, so it's going to be fun trying that one out. So this is what the gel liner looks like. It's quite small, but there's a lot of product in there. So, and it is so black. So this is going to be gorgeous to play around with. So can't wait to try this one out. I think I'm going to play with this one today a bit. So I got a range of, I think I've got 7 of them. Yes, 7 eyeshadow sticks. 4 of them are NYX eyeshadow sticks, jumbo eye pencils, and 3 of them are from LA Colors. Now, I'd heard really good things about LA Colors, and they were half the price, so I wanted to see sort of how they compared. I may do a comparison review at a later date on them, so stay tuned for that. Okay, again, same as the lip pencils. I'm not going to swatch all of these, but I will quickly run through them. So from the LA Colors, let's see which one was this one. The Relaxation is just it's almost like a copper bronze, which is very nice. The Saltwater is a silvery grey colour. So any of my smoky looks using just shades of black, etc., that will be amazing. And Summertime is that green. I can't wait to try this. It looks so pretty. It's almost like a grass green. Then the Sparkling Nude. I think this one I'll probably use the most because it's just sort of like, it's very close to my own natural skin tone. So it'll just make colours pop, but as if it was going on my own skin. Cashmere. So this is a very light gold. So can't wait to try that one. Gold, which is, funny enough, gold. And Milk. So everybody I've heard about talking about these pencils say you have to get a Milk because it makes all the colours pop. So we'll see if they're right. Right, for the eyeshadows, I got 3 of the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Trios. I was running out of money by this stage, so I didn't want to get the full palette, so that may be at a later date depending on how I like these. But I got the, let's see, I can't even remember what this one's called. It's the I Got Good Jeans one, and I am loving this gold colour. Not necessarily fussed on the blues, they looked a little different in the pictures, but we'll see how they swatch up. Cool as Cucumber, which is some lovely greens, so they are going to look absolutely gorgeous, and this purple I think is beautiful. And then Sweet as Candy, so it's just some cute pinks. They'll be good for everyday use, particularly if it's toned down, so I'll swatch them for you. So this one was the Cool as Cucumber, and I've just quickly swatched them on my fingers. This is one stroke, no primer, nothing, and they come off so creamy. So I think that these shadows will probably live up to the hype, and I'm definitely looking forward to trialing them. I'll swatch the other ones, so the I Got Good Jeans and the Sweet as Candy. I will swatch them and put them on my blog, which the link will be down in the description bar. So you can see what the full swatches for each of these will be. And finally, I got 3 of the e.l.f. Beauty on the Go single palettes. Now, I've heard mixed reports about these, but I thought, well, you're never going to know until you try it yourself. So I got the Pretty Picnic, which is just a neutral palette, so that'll be good for every day. I got Happy Hour, which is a mixture of pinks and blues and purples, which will be really nice. And then the other one is Date Night, so this is your really dark, smoky look. each of them comes with 2 lipsticks and either a blush or a bronzer, depending on the look. So this one actually has a blush, but it's really dark, so depending on how that swatches, I may be using that as a bronzer instead. And to store those, I got a 3-case e.l.f. Studio storage case. So I will put those together and show you what they look like. Okie dokie, so I put all the palettes into the storage case. Had a bit of a drama when I was opening it. The only thing that's been damaged basically from transit was the case. When I opened it up, let's see, when I opened it up, the mirror, which is stored here, a piece of the mirror had obviously not been fitted properly and it's cracked, and it flew out and hit me in the head, so I was very lucky. This could have hit me in the eye. And like, it's really sharp, like I'm going to have to wrap that in tape before I chuck it in the bin for safety reasons, so bit of a drama, but at least most of the mirror is intact. So the way the case works is you have 2 open storage for the palettes and then 1 single Beauty on the Go palette, which I put my neutral palette in because this is probably the one that I'm going to want to do daytime makeup with, so I'm going to want to take it with me during the day for touch-ups. But I'll just swatch a couple of these just to see how they come up. Okay, so again, fairly creamy, just those 3 colours. So I picked sort of a neutral gold, a plum, and just a brown. So I think for everyday use, these eyeshadows are going to be fantastic. They may not necessarily be the highest quality, but hey, if you're just wanting to do day looks, I think these are going to be fantastic. And considering the palettes were like $4 each, you can't go wrong. So yeah, so that pretty much does everything that I got. I hope you're still awake. I will put all the products and the link to my blog, which will have full swatches, etc., in below. And I can't wait to see you next time. Next time I am hoping to do a comparison review on a couple of the jumbo pencils, and I'll probably also have a cooking video which will be making chocolate bowls, which will be lots of fun. So stay tuned to that. Bye!